What's going on, everybody? Kmess here for the Cowboys Chargers Monday Night Football recap here on Birds vs. Boys. Welcome to the YouTube page. If it's your first time here, welcome to the family. If you are back for some more, we always appreciate the support. If you have not yet, head back to the homepage, smash the subscribe button, like and comment so you don't miss a thing from myself, Kmess, talking everything Dallas Cowboys, from my co-host Aiden Powers talking everything Philadelphia Eagles, and the two of us together covering everything in between. And make sure you're following us everywhere on social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, TikTok. We're everywhere. Birds vs. Boys Pod. But right now, I'm here to talk about the Monday night game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles San Diego Chargers. Cowboys come away with a 20-17 victory, move to 4-2 on the season, heading into their bye week. A much needed win heading into the bye week after losing by what seemed to be 75 points the week before against the vaunted bad boys and your bully in the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys, after a Sunday night drubbing in California, head back to California on Monday night for back-to-back primetime weeks in California against the Chargers in a game that I was worried about, a game that I was not sure how the Dallas Cowboys were going to show up. I thought maybe they were going to fold shop and, get put up 16, 17 points and have the defense give up 40. And after that first drive, when the Chargers go down the field and score, I thought, here we go. They're gonna put up 40. But the defense, fell in line, held the Chargers to 17. The Cowboys offense squeaked out 20 points, and here we are with a victory. But I still have a lot of questions. I still have a lot of concerns moving forward. Dak Prescott did play well. He was 21 of 30, 272 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions. A rating of over 109. And the biggest thing in all of that was Dak's legs. 7 carries for 40 yards and 1 touchdown. He was scrambled. He had that scramble drill for the 60-yard completion down the field to Tony Pollard. Those are the things I've been looking for. Dak using his legs. He also had the 18-yard touchdown run. I couldn't believe he pulled it and he took it. He faked out everybody, including Brad Sham. Those are the things I've been looking for. Was that Dak kind of going rogue and saying, I'm taking over this game and I'm going to do it my way? Was it Mike McCarthy and Brian Schottenheimer telling him to add his legs into the offense? I don't know, but I'm hoping it was just Dak kind of going rogue, because this offense has been stagnant. The run game still has been pretty atrocious. Tony Pollard had 15 carries for 30 yards, no touchdowns. Rico Dowdle had 3 for 12, and Brandon Cooks had that nice reverse. He had 1 carry for 14 yards. But, the yards per carry at 3.7, and that's including the Cooks 14-yard run. So it's lower than that. If this offense is going to go through the run game, which Mike McCarthy wants, and he wants to run the damn ball to rest his defense, but every time I blink, they're going 3 and out. This is not sustainable. Keeping that defense on the field almost all game is not sustainable. I thought I had the time of possession, but maybe I do not in front of me. No big deal. Maybe I do. So it was pretty even, actually. Chargers had it for 30. Cowboys had it for 29, 52. So pretty even, but it just felt like the defense was on the field a lot. But that defense is not the all-world defense that we thought they were going to be. Right now, they are missing Trayvon Diggs. Leighton Vander Esch is down. They have not had Overshown all season, so they're very thin at linebacker. Jordan Lewis looks like he's been getting exposed. If Justin Herbert would have just completed a couple easy passes to Keenan Allen, Deron Bland has a completely different night. And the Chargers hang 30 on you. So The defense still has a lot of question marks. Did they stuff the run? Absolutely. Were they getting pressure on Herbert? Yes. They finally came through with a sack, Micah Parsons, on the last drive of the game, which then led to the interception that sealed it by Stephon Gilmore. But there's another question in Gilmore. He looks like he's trailing receivers by 3-4 yards every play. Looks like he has lost a step. So there's a lot of question marks around the defense that was supposed to be the heart and soul of this team. And if there's questions about the defense and your offense is being stagnant, to me, that makes you a run of the mill team, a middle of the pack football team. Not a great team, not a really good team, just a football team. That's the way I'm kind of looking at this team right now. And Cowboys Nation, don't hate me for saying that. There are things that need to be fixed. There are things that need to be addressed in this team. And even though they won 20-17, I hope that doesn't put the blinders on for you or for the coaching staff thinking, well, we got to win. We did enough. We got a road win, even though really was that a road win. It was about 70% to 30% Cowboys fans there. Don't let the W cover up the stench, because Mike McCarthy coached a horrendous game. His handling of the end of the first half was just atrocious. You don't get to take that third timeout into the second half, Mike. Are you that terrified of your quarterback? Are you that terrified of taking one shot to the end zone with 8 seconds left? Are you that terrified of your own play calling in the red zone? Are all these things that much in your head? Are you that scared as a head coach? This is my biggest glare of this team right now. It's not Dak Prescott. It's not CeeDee Lamb and his emotions or emotionlessness on the sideline, even though he had a huge game, 7 catches on 7 targets, over 100 yards. It's not the defense. It's Mike McCarthy. That's my biggest takeaway of this game. Mike McCarthy coaching scared. Mike McCarthy continuously having in-game issues. He may be a great coach Monday to Saturday, or in this case, after Monday evening and through the bye week, putting game plans together, except for against San Francisco, being that CEO. But when it comes to game time, in-game decisions, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving the fact that he did not trust himself. He did not trust his quarterback. He did not trust his team to take one shot in the end zone with 8 seconds left. When he was on the sideline, and basically the ESPN crew stopped the clock at 8 seconds, but I saw him talking to the ref going, wait, and I thought I saw the word 3 come out of his mouth, and I go, this dude's winding the clock down. And then Joe Buck's like, where did those seconds go? I go, that dude right there wasted the time because he's going to kick this for one last play. That's scared football, and you don't win playing scared football consistently. Take the shot in the end zone. You have CeeDee Lamb. You have Ferguson. You have Brandon Cooks. You got these weapons for a reason. Use them. Let your quarterback do what he does. But instead, you use what seems to be your biggest weapon this season in Brandon Aubrey. Shout out Notre Dame. Kid coming out with all the question marks in camp. Never kicked in the NFL before. He's been perfect this season, besides the first extra point of the season against the Giants being a miss. Perfect since. You can't coach like that, Mike. You can't coach like that, and you can't continuously be so conservative with the offense. You have Brandon Cooks to take some shots on the field. And I'm glad that he finally got involved. But I don't know if you know this little stat. We are 6 weeks into the season. Brandon Cooks just passed the 100-yard mark. Not in a game, for the entire season. Brandon Cooks is a continuously 1,000-yard receiver. Get the man the ball. Stretch the field. At least the threat of it. And the other issue on this offense that I saw was Michael Gallup. And I like Michael Gallup. I felt bad for him when he got hurt. I loved the draft pick out of Colorado State, but we have a problem when you are targeted 10 times in a game, the most targets out of all receivers. CD had 7, Pollard had 7, Brandon Cooks only had 4, Ferguson 1, Tolbert none. 10 receptions, or excuse me, 10 targets, and you have 3 receptions for 24 yards. It's unacceptable. I need to start now seeing Tolbert take some of that time on the field from Gallup just to see what we have. Is it an upgrade from what we're getting over Michael Gallup? Because if it is, he needs to be on the field. But this offense needs to get out of the mud. This defense needs to get back to what they do. They had no sacks against the 49ers. They had 1 sack against the Chargers. There are times where Micah Parsons looks like he's completely taken out of the game, and that can't happen for your quote-unquote defensive player of the year, which is being run away now, I think, by TJ Watt. Watt doesn't get taken out of games. Nick Bosa doesn't get taken out of games. Garrett doesn't get taken out of games. Micah Parsons, you can't get taken out of a game. And yes, you made the play of the game. And I called for it on Twitter right before. I said, Micah Parsons needs to step up right now and end this game. He got the sack when he needed it through a double team. I need more of that from you, Micah. That's who you are. You are the heart and soul of this defense. And we need more from the safety group. This 3-headed monster of a safety group. J-Ron Curse, I love you, man, but you talk a big game this year. You're not playing a good game this year. A lot of penalties, lining up off sides, personal fouls, pass interference. Donovan Wilson looks lost in coverage. Can I trust Malik Hooker all the time? I don't know. But you know who I can trust right now? Marquise Bell, who stepped up and was all over the field, stepping into that overshown role. Marquise Bell needs to be on the field consistently, doing what he does. I'm interested to see what Rashawn Slater actually had a rough game. Rashawn Evans, the linebacker that they signed, will do for this team moving forward. But there's a lot of question marks heading into this bye. A lot of question marks after a road win. And hey, I take the win. You always take a win, especially on the road. You never apologize for it. You never question it. You take the win, you move on. But the biggest thing out of this game is you do not let the win hide the warts on this team. This team needs to address it. I think they need to look into free agency. There's not much out there. Into trades to help the linebackers, to help the cornerbacks, and maybe add another weapon onto this offense. We shall see. But the Cowboys win. They move to 4-2, 1 game behind the Philadelphia Eagles heading into their bye. Get healthy, rest up, address the issues, and come out of the bye strong. Thank you for watching this Monday Night Football recap, even though it is being recorded on Wednesday. Hey, that's what happens when you have a kid and you're busy all the time. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page, like and comment. Tell your friends, tell your family that Birds vs. Boys, it's not just a podcast for Birds fans. It's not just a podcast for Boys fans. We cover the entire NFL from draft to Super Bowl and everything in between. And follow us everywhere you are on social media. We are there as well at Birds vs. Boys Pod. We appreciate it. Until next time, let's go Cowboys.